Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Sunday, February 8th, 2026. So, on this most super of Sundays,
Yes, it is a Super Sunday.
did you find the crossword to be appropriately super?
Yes, it was pretty super.
Pretty super?
It was very Sunday. It was just a very typical Sunday, I thought.
I see.
And I was pleased that I'm pretty sure I knew all of the answers. I didn't know them as I was filling it out, but after I got it all filled out and looked at it, I'm like, yep. I pretty much know all these words. I didn't see any that were new to me.
Just a moment here. Just one moment. 19 across. Ecstasy of St. Teresa sculptor. Bernini?
Bernini.
You knew Bernini?
I did know Bernini.
I mean, St. Teresa, that would have been a recent saint, right? Mother Teresa?
No, that's a different.
Okay, because I thought, boy, she just became a saint. How am I supposed to know all these sculptors?
No, Bernini is a Renaissance sculptor.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Very famous sculptor.
If you've taken an art history class.
That was the first name that came to mind, and it fit, so I put it in there. So
wow.
So yeah.
That's the last name that would have come to me. I would have gone through every other name conceivable in 7 letters before I would have hit upon Bernini.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What else has Bernini done?
Oh, he's done all kinds of statues in Italy, and I mean his statues they're in the Vatican, and they're
really.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he's very famous.
As famous as Rodin?
Well, they're different generations.
They were, yeah. Rodin is a lot closer to our time,
right? But he's on par with Michelangelo. I mean, he's a very realistic sculptor and beautiful sculptures.
Okay, well, all right. How about this one? 80 across. Philosopher Kierkegaard, Soren. Did you know Kierkegaard's first name?
No, I did not know that.
Found one. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know what that proves other than I'm a jerk, but
I'm not sure either. but anyway, it was pretty straightforward, and we got it done in pretty quick time.
Yeah, I did get through it fairly quickly as well. In fact, when I filled the thing in, it solved immediately, which is always a good sign.
That is nice. We had one error. It took us a while to find it, but it was at 77 across, the 1987 Dreyfus DeVito comedy.
I was about to look at that, and I was about to say, did you go for Tin Man?
Yes, we did.
Okay. But of course, then you had kebabs.
Kebabs. We spelled it Kabobs. But it was Kebabs.
Yes.
So I think there's multiple spellings of that word.
Probably.
I've seen it a lot of different ways. So
I mean, it's been translated from something else, so
right,
it's bound to have different interpretations.
But yeah, it was Tin Men, not Tin Man. So, but yeah, that was our little glitch there. But once we put that E in, it's solved.
Well, I'd start listing all the answers that I didn't know, but we don't have that much time. So we should get to the theme.
Okay, yes. Yeah, and it was a pretty simple theme for a Sunday. You didn't have to do a lot of extra things. You just really had to solve the puzzle. But the theme was who's in charge here, and there were a number of across answers that had circled squares right in the middle of them, of varying lengths. And if you answered the puzzles correctly, the circled squares would spell out a noun that denoted leadership. So, for example, the first one was 23 across, which was scrunchy example. And the answer to that was elastic hair tie. And if you take the C from elastic and the word hair, you get chair, like a chair of a committee.
Yeah.
And then we had 39 across. The answer was Prince of Wales. And if you take the CE of Prince and the O of, you get CEO. So Chief Executive Officer. And then 45 across was the Ad Council. That was a great clue, I thought. Nonprofit group behind Smokey the Bear and McGruff the Crime Dog. And for the life of me, I couldn't think what it was right away, but then we finally got it, the Ad Council. Mm-hmm. But anyway, the AG of the and the AD of ad spells out head, like the head of something.
Right.
And then we had 67 across, direct order. And if you have direct and the OR of order, you get director. We had 67 across, which was a shocking pink. The answer was shocking pink. The clue for that, I thought was kind of interesting. I'm sorry, that's 87 across. Was a bright shade similar to magenta.
Yes.
Shocking pink. Well, you have king of shocking, and then pin of pink. So you got kingpin.
Yeah.
And then finally, the last one was 96 across. Life before man. And if you have the four from before and the man together, you get foreman.
Right.
Foreman. So anyway, that was the theme. Mm-hmm. Pretty straightforward.
There were a couple of places where that actually helped me because I could recognize the type of leader, and then I had a mistake somewhere and I was able to sort of correct it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate, occasionally being able to understand what the theme is.
Yeah, without having, to go on the diagonal or look below or above the answer to find the rest of the answer or try to figure out if there's a rebus or so. Yeah, it was kind of nice just to see it straight out there in circled squares.
Right. Mm-hmm. I did like that 96 across. The clue was Margaret Atwood novel with a love triangle involving a paleontologist, Life Before Man. Yeah. And I thought it was interesting that just before that we had 95 across, Canadian coin featuring a polar bear informally, Toonie.
A Toonie, yes.
And of course, Margaret Atwood is a famous Canadian.
That's right.
So that was the Canadian section of the grid.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I greatly appreciated. Mm-hmm. Also, around there, we had 103 across, vexillologist's subject, flags.
Flags, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoa, never heard that word before. Vexillologist. Have you heard that?
I have heard that. Really? And I know there was sort of the idea of there's this group that is into flags, but I wasn't quite sure what the name of it was, but yeah.
Boy, I find that fascinating.
One we forgot to mention the revealer. For the theme. It was at 115 across. Hit reality TV series suggested by the puzzles groups of circled letters, and that was Undercover Boss. Undercover.
Do they
boss.
Always have revealers in Sunday? It seems to me that sometimes it's just the title.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was sort of surprising.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why we didn't mention it, because we hardly ever have that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Undercover Boss. Have you seen Undercover Boss?
I have seen snippets of it on social media, yes. And, the boss goes undercover, like he pretends he's just, a regular working guy in a factory or...
I want to know how that works when Elon Musk tries to, maybe he puts on a fake mustache or Jeff Bezos puts something on top of his head so it doesn't shine as much.
I think I saw a snippet where, I think it was the head of Dunkin' Donuts came in and as sort of a new hire, and then, he got the scoop on what it's like working for Dunkin' with the people who work there.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The guy who runs this place is a real jerk. Probably heard that a lot.
Maybe. I don't know.
I guess that would be the advantage if you're not like a famous CEO.
Right. And most of them really aren't. I mean,
I just want to see Tim Cook just sort of sidle up to a computer and start typing like he knows what he's doing. Let's see here. We had 60 down. 60 down was Italian city known for its cheese.
Parma.
Well, I invented the city of Feta. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Well, Feta doesn't fit.
Well, that was one of the big problems with that. So then I invented the city of Mozza, Mozza for mozzarella. So at least I had the right number of letters. But it was indeed Parma.
Well, the P for that came from 59 across. Pointers for a fencer. I thought, oh, that's got to be a page.
Right. And it was.
So we had the P, and when I read that clue, our daughter was like, Parma,
Mm-hmm.
right away. She knew. So.
Yeah, it's important to know epes. Epes and Oreos are absolutely vital.
Yep.
And only occasionally Parma. We had, let's see, 8 across. Vegetables that should typically be sliced lengthwise before washing. Leeks.
Yes, and it was funny because, she's the chef, and she said, I take offense at that, because we didn't know the answer right away, of course. And she said, there are no vegetables that you slice before you wash. You wash first, and then you slice. And then when it turned out to be leeks, she was like, oh, yeah, you do slice those first. So
Why?
I have no idea. So anyway, but I learned something there.
Okay, I'll try and remember it if it ever shows up again.
I like the clue for right by that 7 down. Small change, nickel.
Yeah. I am embarrassed to admit, but I briefly sort of vacillated in the spelling of nickel.
Oh.
I went N-I-C-K, and I went, is it E-L or L-E? But it was E-L. Which is a good thing, because that L was the end of 36 across, USA, E-G. And I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things.
But the answer was channel.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah, that was clever. I like that.
And 36 down, 2019 film that one reviewer called Perfectly Dreadful, where purr was spelled P-U-R-R, and that was Cats.
Cats, right.
Yeah, I was trying to find the review of that. It was in the Manchester Guardian, and apparently it was just the worst movie ever. The special effects in it were atrocious.
Oh, really?
And they actually pulled the film and then fixed some of the CGI and then re-released it.
Oh, wow.
It was that bad.
And it had so many big names in it.
I know, like Judi Dench.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Well, yeah, but Taylor Swift was in there.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Whoa. How did she get suckered into that?
I don't know, but
I mean, I guess the music maybe, because
yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure it was based on a good premise, but apparently the CGI was just awful.
And that's funny because the play or the musical on stage was such a hit. I mean, it had so many different theaters with very long runs of Cats, but
probably because they didn't have any special effects. They just had people out there in costumes.
Well, they had a pretty elaborate set for that. It was very elaborate, and there were some special effects, but it just didn't translate to film, I guess. But
we had 69 down, and the clue was to Brits. And it was E-R-M. I guess I've seen that like in comic strips or something somewhere.
Yeah.
Where people say But I guess I never really noticed that when listening to British speakers. Because most of the time British speakers never have to go or
no,
because they've all gone to school at Eton or something like that.
Well, and they speak so quickly, they hardly hesitate. It just seems like they know what they want to say, and they say it very succinctly.
And they never say
And they never say
101 down was social media tribute to a celeb say, fanvid. Now, we were talking the other day about how ghosted was such a great word, and deets was actually pretty good.
Yep.
Fanvid has to go. It should not be allowed in the English language. I think it should just be stricken immediately. It's too insipid. Fanvid is insipid. That's all I've got to say on that.
Oh, okay.
So I presume there's some committee at the UN that I can go to, and or maybe there's the Council for Good English that probably meets at Buckingham Palace.
See if it's in the OED. See if that fanvid is a real word.
It's not a real word. It's definitely made up. 92 down. Boy, arrive by car, roll up.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yes.
And unexpected. Did you get roll up?
Not right away. We what did we do? We had I can't remember. We had in. It was something in. Like,
well, it could have been driv in, but
no, it wasn't driven. But it was something. But no, it was not roll.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one. Let's see, we had 88 down amateur radio devotees was hams.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how hams do it nowadays because, of course, you can just listen to whatever station you want to listen to on the internet, and it'll sound pretty well perfect.
Right.
I do miss the idea of hams, though. People sitting in front of their radios that are glowing orange or something like that. We had 104 across. That was stone measure carat. And okay, I always get that confused. With a K, it's the weight. And with the C, it's a measure of the size of the jewel?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
24 carats.
Right.
8 carats, 10 carat diamond, whatever.
Maybe one last one here. 15 down, more ideal, question mark? Utopia.
Yep.
That was brilliant.
Very good. Very good.
So I think that is it for today. This crossword was by Chloe Reverie, and it was splendid. Well done, Chloe.
Yep.
And remember, if you want to get a hold of us, crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com or click on the Send Fan Mail link. That is it for today. We will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.